So, yes, as I mentioned, we just had a wee chat with Liam Williams. Now, this is interesting. This is not my words, his. He said that you look down on everyone else and that you're in for a rude awakening a week on Saturday in Cardiff. What's your thoughts on what he said?
I look down on everyone else. That's, well, that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm actually a very laid-back, down-to-earth type of guy. I look down on him because of the things that he's said and the way he's conducted himself leading up to this fight. But, you know,
what's he
I guess it's boxing.
Chris? What's he said?
I mean, I actually can't repeat the things that he's posted on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram. But it's hardcore stuff, you know, well below the belt, you know, and he's gonna have to answer for his words in 2 weeks' time.
So as a result of that, I mean, it seems like this rivalry is really building. It's been doing so for some time. And you previously said that this has become personal, and Williams also agreed with that. Do you still feel that very, very ardently?
Absolutely. You know, throughout my career, I've always actually kept emotions and feelings, anger out of boxing. You know, it's never been a personal issue when I fought somebody. But, you know, the things he said about me, it's made this fight personal. It's made me want to go in there and punish him. And that's what's going to happen in the not too distant future. And I can't wait.
We've just seen the shots of the head-to-head again. And, I mean, he looks pretty calm. You're a touch taller than him. You also look pretty calm. What read did you get off Liam Williams at that moment?
Complete and utter fear is what I saw in that man's eyes. He knows what's coming. He knows what he's got himself into. He's dug a very deep hole and he's not going to be able to climb out.
Do you think he's made a mistake then in taking this fight? I mean, he's earned the right to fight you, Chris, and likewise you him. I mean, he surely has some skills that might pose a little bit of a threat.
I wouldn't say it's a mistake taking the fight. Absolutely not. We're fighters. This is what we do. We want to challenge.
Yeah, but you say he's dug a big hole for himself. I mean, you know, surely he's earned this right and he's got something to offer here that doesn't just make it, you know, a landslide victory in your favour. There's got to be something here that he thinks he's got on you.
That's the sexy thing about boxing. You never know what's going to happen. One punch can change the course of a fight for either opponent. You know, he served his time. He has a great record. He's had some good wins in his career, but I am a different animal. I'm a different entity to what he's been in the ring with before, and he will find out what it's like to fight in the big leagues when he steps in the ring with me.
Just seeing him in sparring here. Listen, do you think you said you look down at him? You don't look down on people, but you look down at him. Do you respect Liam Williams, Chris?
As a fighter, I respect all fighters. Anyone who's going to get in the ring and risk their health and their pride and their career in a fight is has to be respected. But as a man, as a person, as a human being, there's nothing to respect about the man. He doesn't carry himself well. He's not a good representative for the sport. People like him need to be pushed out of boxing, and that's what I'm going to do.
OK. Now, when we spoke to Liam, he said that he would keep his cards pretty close to his chest in terms of tactics and so on. But look, you feel pretty confident. You're going to open up to me, aren't you? How do you plan to approach this fight, Chris?
You know, there's many ways to beat a man like Liam Williams. He's a very ABC type fighter, in my opinion. And on the night, you know, I'll feel him out, and then I'll decide what route I'm going to take to break him down and eventually knock him out.
What is there to be exposed there? What do you see as the weakness?
He's just not. He's not refined enough. You know, he's a come forward fighter. You know, he's wild. He's got heart. I'll give him that. You know, he's got the desire to win, but that's just not enough against a fighter like me. So yeah, I'm going to break him down and eventually take him out in devastating fashion.
You might imagine he'd have the support of the bulk of the crowd, though, given that this fight is taking place in his homeland in Cardiff. How much of a factor do you expect that to be?
Yeah, you know, I'm expecting it to be hostile. I hope it isn't, but if it is, then I'll deal with it. I've been the bad guy many times before in my career, and it's never really affected my performance. If anything, when a crowd's booing me or wanting me to lose in a fight, I actually fight better. So, whether it's a crowd that's for me or against me, the fight is going to go one way, and that's my way.
What about your preparations, Chris? I mean, obviously, we've had to wait on the date and the place of this fight. Now we know, week on Saturday in Cardiff. How much has that been, if anything, a disruption? How have preparations been going generally?
Preparations have been good. I got my coach here now with me, Roy Jones Jr., legend in the game and an awesome trainer. He's with me now, staying at my house. It's been tough having these setbacks. The fight's been pushed back twice. But I'm a professional. This is the life that I live. I don't take days off. I don't let things, mentally drain me. It's been tough having to push training camps back and reset things, but it's nothing I've never dealt with before. So, I'm comfortable. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I'm on weight, and I'm ready to go.